Denison.
Speaker, my question is to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, you understand how rail is clean, eases congestion and links communities. But in Hobart, despite there being a pressing need, an available rail corridor and popular support, a succession of state governments have shown little real interest in it. Prime Minister, will you act in the best interest of the community, economy and environment and promise to fund the Hobart Northern Suburbs light rail if the business case stacks up?
Before I call the Prime Minister, member for Herbert will cease interjecting, or he'll be warned too.
I thank the honourable member for his question. I'm not as familiar with this project as he is, although I've heard its merits being raised by advocates there, including by Professor Peter Newman, who is one of the leading transport economists in the world. So it clearly does have its supporters. It does have some sceptics. But let me just say this to the honourable member. This is a piece of a proposed infrastructure which is in the state of Tasmania, and the primary proponent of such a project obviously has to be the Tasmanian Government. Now, speaking for our government, we will support transport infrastructure in cities on the basis of its merit. Of course we need good mass transit, good public transport, good rail, light and heavy. We need good roads too, and we need good planning. So we're not assessing projects on the basis of any preconception or bias towards road or rail, but that of course does not mean, on the other hand, that any public transport project will get unlimited federal funding. We are very conscious of the opportunities for value capture to ensure that some of the accretion in real estate value occasioned by the construction of mass transit, like the kind the honourable member refers to, can be taken to support the project. And in all of my discussions with state governments, and I know I can speak for the minister in this regard too, all of our discussions we've had a lot of support on that, a lot of interest in that. Now, as far as the particular project he asked about, I understand that Infrastructure Tasmania is conducting an assessment and review of the various reports about the Hobart Light Rail project. They'll be providing a recommendation to the Hodgman government in Tasmania on the priority of the project and the use of the corridor by the 31st of December. I'm advised that the state government, led by Premier Will Hodgman, has no predetermined outcomes in mind and looks forward to examining the recommendations from Infrastructure Tasmania. Now, in the meantime, our government will continue to work collaboratively with the Tasmanian Government, as we always have, and seek to deliver real results for all Tasmanians. And we'll consider any request for Commonwealth support in a thoroughly business-like manner, including, of course, assessment by Infrastructure Australia.